Hey guys, so this is my first video, and the reason I'm making this recap is to keep myself accountable and um, kind of just make sure I'm staying disciplined with my trades. Um, I'll probably make a video. I mean, it's not like I'm trying to look for a following or anything, but I just want to put it on YouTube and yeah, keep myself accountable and try to like keep up with these. Um, yeah, I mean it's really for accountability. That's the bottom line. Um, I guess to learn from myself as well. But I hope my PC isn't too loud because when I did the test, it was kind of loud. So hopefully that's not bad. But um, who cares? So yeah, um, basically I I've been trading for like 7, 8 months now. I trade inverses, and I don't know what to look at the camera myself. I trade inverses. Um, I learned from TGR and Dodgy. Those are really my two mentors. Some from PB and stuff like that. But um, yeah, I've been trading for like 7, 8 months now, and I passed my first top step um, just a little bit ago, like mid December, and I've kind of been with Top Step. You have like a month to activate the account, so I waited for the end of December because PA was bad, or PA wasn't even bad, but um, I just kind of wanted to wait till the new year to activate it, and we activated it Monday. Didn't take a trade yesterday because price action was pretty shitty. Um, a lot of chop. Um, And the trade today is, I'd say it's an A plus, but it was aftermarket. I probably should have got off, and I didn't make the best decision. So I guess let's take a look at it. Also, disclaimer, um, I'm not profitable. I've never taken a payout. This is my first funded account I have, but again, I've been trading 7, 8 months, and in due time I'll definitely be profitable. So um, yeah, let's see. Let's take a look. Um, and I'm pretty sure I put my I can't see because I only have one monitor, but I am in the top right. Yeah, top right. Coming into the day, I want to say I was pretty neutral. Um, I mean, there was like a baby 4 hour gap below. I'm pretty sure this was a London low. That I could definitely see price wanted to go to. There was also like a lot of generated liquidity with this new week opening gap, so I thought we were gonna go um, bearish. Thought we were gonna go down Monday or yesterday, but we actually didn't, and we kind of just chopped. So I wouldn't be surprised if we went down, but um, we kind of ended um, we kind of ended up going up. So this line is open, yeah, and 1 minute chart right now. There was definitely liquidity down here that I could see price going to, and there was kind of a valid play here with this 1 minute, respecting this 5 minute. Again, like I trade inverses, but I mean there was really no liquidity sweep, and I feel like price didn't pick where it wanted to go for the day yet. So this could have definitely been a fake out. So I thought it was lower probability. Didn't end up taking that. Um, Ended up working. I don't even know if I saw anyone take that like on Instagram or anything, but whatever. There was no liquidity sweep, so um, in the moment I wasn't like feeling FOMO or anything. But we ended up going up for a while. Um, I pretty much once I wanted to trade with the trend, of course, and once we weren't like reversing off these highs, this 5 minute first presented gap also, we kind of just closed through it straight away. So I was feeling pretty bullish at this point, so I wanted to take longs, and I wasn't thinking about shorts at all. But once we started making this big 15-minute gap, let's get rid of this now. Once we started making this big 15-minute gap, I was really, the only thing I wanted to take was price right back to the high inside the daily, because this was looking juicy, and I really wanted price to go there, and it did end up getting there today. So like kind of halfway through the day, bias ended up being right. Trying to get rid of the paint. There we go. But yeah, there was also a 5 minute down here, or this was a 15-minute, but if you go on the 5 minute, I think I was thinking of this, but my mouse just died. No. Yeah, if you go to the 15-minute, there was two 15-minute gaps. If there was going to be an inverse out of this, I was taking it all day, all day. Didn't end up happening. There was this nice bearish move to consequent encroachment, which is halfway through the gap. And I would have loved for it to inverse that, turn around. That would have been a beautiful play. Didn't end up happening. So we actually closed through that 15-minute gap and tapped into the other 15-minute gap that was a little lower. And this wick was a really, really bullish sign, because this was, again, the first presented gap in kind of this breakaway leg here. And then I guess we'll get to the trade I actually took, because I was just talking about the chart. But this one kind of seems like the obvious play. I didn't take it. I actually think I stood up for a second, but if I was sitting down, I want to say like I probably wouldn't have taken this. And first of all, the target for these longs was the. All right, we're gonna take away this 15-minute gap. We're gonna change it to this one. The middle of this 15-minute here that it was making on its bearish move, but I don't know if I'm talking to the camera correctly. I feel like I'm looking at the screen more than looking at the camera. But if we draw this again, this is the trade I took, but this one worked out pretty nicely, and ends up getting there, going into drawdown. But this was the CISD for kind of the, I mean, we bounce off this 15-minute gap, the first presented, and that CISD looks really good for me. A lot of momentum, closes through there. That's screaming bull for me. And I was hoping price, again, this is aftermarket. I probably should have been off the charts, but price started moving well, so I stayed on just for a little longer because I wanted to see what it was going to do. After tapping into this 15-minute gap, maybe inverse this. It ended up inversing that and playing out real nicely. But if we come back to the 30-second here, we chopped around, but if you come down here, we have the CISD, we trade up here for a little bit, we come back down into this gap. Was there a 2-minute? No. Big 1-minute. Tap into this 1-minute. Let me make this like that. We tap into this 1-minute, and we have this inverse with, in live time, amazing momentum, the best momentum I've seen in a while. And if we were to be targeting, I had my stop around there, and if we were to be targeting that 2.1 RR, that's beautiful. So this is a win. and I mean, it's that simple. It's a win. Looking on it on NQ right now, I didn't even look at it on NQ because like I execute on MNQ and then I switch over and look on MNQ, but um oh my, I hate how it resets me. Is that like a, I don't know, like a setting or something? I almost just click buy. But what price does here, it, my break even point was this high. There was some gaps here that it did respect and stopped me out. My break even was here, and like looking at it now, maybe I didn't make a mistake, but on M and Q we make equal highs, and I would say it was a bit of a safer play. But once we made those equal highs, I went break even straight away. Again, my conviction was so strong that we were bull, and I was completely right. I mean, we get to the high, inside the daily gap, but I go break even. I'm not upset or anything about it. Definitely could have been a win. I think I risked like around 250, so it would have been like 250 for over 500, which would have been a sick trade to start the funded account. But we ended up going break even. I was totally fine with it. I really, looking back at it now, if we go to the 1 minute, we do make a little 1 minute gap here, and we respect it perfectly. And when you're taking these inverses and that big momentum candle makes a gap, and we respect the gap that it makes, which is right here, you just gotta understand that you gotta know how gaps work. You know that if your conviction is correct, you're gonna be respecting bull and disrespecting bearish. So we disrespect the bullish gap, we continue bearish, and we hit the TP. So that was kind of the trade. Again, one break even. I wonder how long I've been recording for. I'm not sure, but again, disclaimer: not a profitable trader. Haven't taken a payout. I will in the near future. My goal with this account is probably to get it to like around 55 or 5K. Around 5K. Take a payout of like 2,500. Invest that 2,500 in other evals. But definitely could have got off after 11, but yeah. Once this gap formed, I really wanted to see what it was gonna do after the gap, and this wick was awesome, so I stayed on. Ended up taking a trade. Again, I consider this A plus. No liquidity sweep, but the CISD was beautiful. We end up hitting the TP. Yeah, I'm really nothing bad about this trade, and now looking on NQ, it makes me feel better that this high reaches my break-even point, because yeah, that means I should have gone break-even, which I did. But on M and Q, it did make equal highs, so yeah, maybe I want to go back to NQ after executing, but I stay on MQ because I have my brackets and I looking at them. But yeah, either way, that was the trading day of January 6th. Yeah, I think that's it. Hoping for some banger executions. Not expecting wins, not expecting losses. Just want to execute correctly. I showed pretty good patience yesterday and today. Yeah, and we got the nice minus 370 fee, the top right. So yeah, I guess that's it. I wonder how long we've been recording for. 14 minutes, 15 minutes. Wow, that's longer than I thought. All right, so I guess we're done. See ya.